welcome back everyone. And this is clearly not Sudoku that we're actually looking at today. This is something that I promised you all a while ago, which is at least one game on this fantastic series of Civilization. The brand new game of Civilization 7 came out a few weeks ago, and I did actually record a game to share with you guys. I just wasn't particularly happy with the quality of it. So this is going to be my second attempt at actually recording this. I'm going to play one game and only one game, although I am going to split it across a handful of episodes just to see how you guys react to all of it. Let me know in the comments whether you're going to be supportive of this or not, and whether you've enjoyed it. I have spent over the years tons of, I don't think I'm exaggerating in saying tons of, I have spent thousands of hours over it. Like the previous version of this game, Civilization 6, I had actually spent north of 600 hours, nearly 700 hours on this. Now, let me just first explain what I'm trying to do here. Think of it as almost like a roots game, or the reverse of a roots game. Let me just kind of get this game set up. This is purely about enjoyment. I am very deliberately going to be going for something that is extraordinarily easy, fairly quick to play. I'm going to actually deliberately make this as easy as possible so we can just all enjoy it together. Now, clearly, if you do enjoy it, we can obviously revisit this in the future to see whether we're going to actually do something that is a little bit harder that we can all enjoy the challenge of. So, I've skipped over a lot of details in here, and I should probably first explain what I mean by the reverse of root. So, the game right now is split into what it calls 3 ages. So, there is essentially the Antiquity age, which is where I am right now. The next one will be the Exploration age, which is all about exploring the world and discovering new continents and new treasures. And then the last one is the Modern era. Every age, you have to gather essentially a number of points. I am going to be trying as hard as I can to go for a perfect score, and I'll explain what that means in a moment. But what I mean by a perfect age, a roots game, is if you're not aware, essentially I am originally from North Africa. So I've gone for an Egyptian civilization, and I'm trying to retrace my family's history over the years. So it is in North Africa, obviously, where I originated from, but then you can find that we have an Ottoman history. And then when you go all the way back, you can sort of trace my family's lineage back to the steppes of Russia. So I have very deliberately gone for a Russian leader to be able to use Russia in the modern era. We're going to try very hard, although the Ottomans are not part of this, the Abbasids are. So we're going to try very hard to try and play Abbasids in the Exploration age, and obviously we've got Egypt here in North Africa. I've gone for Egypt, not necessarily because it's the better civilization of the two. Carthage is available actually, but I think that's the easier way for me to unlock the Abbasid. Anyhow, first city, let's crack on. The game is all about trying to essentially explore, build up your economy. You'll see that there's a number of things there at the top: gold, science, culture, happiness, and influence. And the key to basically being able to do well in the game is really boost your stats as much as you possibly can. This is tracking the age progress, so to jump onto the exploration age, you want to get from 1% to 100. To do so, there's a number of what are called legacy paths. As you complete these legacy paths, as do your opponents, the age will progress. To win a culture victory, you have to build 7 world wonders. A military victory, I have to build 12 towns, although if I conquer somebody else's, it counts as 2. Science, there is the concept in the ancient era of codices, essentially just pieces of knowledge passed down through history. And then economy is all about getting 20 resources into our settlements. I'll explain more about all of that as we get into the game. For now, first thing to do is build a scout to go and explore as much of the world as I possibly can. More scouts. I think these are extremely high value at the start. Right, so you can see the yields of all of these tiles are actually visible. This is an incredibly useful tile. It's got 3 production, 1 product. I mean, I'm going to try and head towards these set of tiles because they're probably going to give me the quickest way of boosting my production, which is absolutely necessary to be able to get some of these world wonders in. And yeah, I'm just going to keep heading in that direction for a bit. I find in the ancient era that getting enough culture is actually quite tough. So if I'm presented with an option, I am going to go for it. Library and monuments, I'm definitely going to do those. Trade route, I'm definitely going to do that. But Let's just keep going this way. Right, discipline. Actually, mysticism, I definitely need that. And I mentioned about you can choose your own government, given what I mentioned earlier about the fact that actually getting enough culture is quite tough. So being able to boost whenever you're in a celebration, culture by 20% or boost my production towards wonders by 15%, this is just phenomenal. Okay, more culture. Yes, right, my second scout should be out and off we go. I'm going to go for a third scout. Very greedy, I know. Let's do a bit of a search. Can I see anything? Not really. I'm at the top end of the map, so essentially all of my scouts are going to be heading south. Now, we've met our first rival civilization. You can essentially decide whether you want to be friendly with them or not. And in general, when we're playing on this easy mode, we can absolutely play very friendly, and realistically, we're just going to massively exceed these guys. But I find to be able to complete that military legacy path, that actually being able to conquer a few towns is quite helpful. So I am deliberately not going to be spending my influence on trying to build a positive relations with Amina. And instead, my plan, frankly, is to go and conquer some of her towns a bit later. But it's she's a bit close. I'm not too happy about that. Let's get some more. No, I don't need the combat power, thank you. I'll go for the gold. I'm not too happy about how close her scout is. It means these goodie huts, where you can see we get a ton of things back. So I can trade 14 happiness for 20 extra culture. Yeah, gone then. Completes mysticism. Gives me 40 culture. And I get to pick my next one. And I am going to go for discipline, because it actually gives me access to army commanders and allows me to go out and start thinking about conquest. Also means I get to pick my pantheon. So my temptation here is to go for something that boosts my yields. I have the opportunity to go for stone circles, which will give me a lot of production in my capital. Not a bad choice. Absolutely not a bad choice. So very tempting. 10% on wonders, whatever that is, again, is also very tempting as well. If I can find it. Am I scrolling past it? Probably. A lot of wisdom. Monument to the god. Extra influence is actually very tempting as well. It will allow me to befriend city-states even more quickly. Tempting. Lots of good choices. Lots of good choices. I am actually going to go for the extra production. It's just not going to let me down. Let's see if we can get more goodie huts before Amina denies them all to me. And question, do I want to start my slinger army and go and chase her down now? Be tempted. Let's get some production in. So I'm going to get my altar, which gives me the extra production. I'm deliberately going to place it in here, which will allow me to move that population and open up more tiles. I'm going to head towards the silver, which will allow me to purchase things, or actually extra combat strength against infantry units. That's not necessarily a bad choice. +1 production on warehouse buildings. That's a good choice as well. And it's a more valuable tile. Right, let's go for that for now. Molds. You're going to find to be able to get to 20 resources, that's actually quite tough. And camels allows you to just hoard more of them in your town. So it's an essential resource, if I'm honest, in the Antiquity age to be able to get anywhere. Yeah, more gold, sure. Absolutely delighted to have your gold. Thank you, Amina. Right, that's a locked dead end. I'm not going to find much here, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to go around this mountain ridge until at least I can get to sailing, which is frankly too far away. Oh, this is a great settlement spot. Fantastic spot, lots of resources, access to water, access to camels. I mean, what's more to want, really? Let's head there. And I think the second I'm going to be able to create a settler to go and get this spot, I am absolutely going to do exactly that. Let's get sailing. Seems like there is a lot of tough terrain to navigate without it, so let's just go for it. Can I get this? I think I can. And given I've got another one in here, you go get... yeah, I'll need sailing. By the time I get there, I would have unlocked it. No, not to worry. Right, I mean, 40 influence. I haven't found anything that I want to spend it on, so the extra gold is probably not a bad idea. And let's have a think around what we want. Discipline 2 for Gate of All Nations. We're going to talk about some of these wonders as I unlock them and just how useful some of these are. Gate of All Nations is almost certainly my favorite wonder in the game. I'm going to have to head that way. Let's do a bit of a reveal. Nothing really in the vicinity. This is a very goody poor start. I mean, I can see her town's borders down there, so chances are she's explored kind of everything that I'm in. So my plan is to basically try as best as I possibly can. 2 moves, let's head this way. To try and find something that she hasn't already nicked, frankly. Right, perfect timing. When you get to a population of 5, you will be able to start putting out settlers. And settlers is the way to basically expand your domain. So I am absolutely going to be building one. Here you go. 2 turns. That's not a bad shout. It's a very good shout, actually. Yeah, 2 turns is a very short amount of time. That you can see my production is already quite huge. Let's do a bit of a reveal again. Yeah, goody huts south of her. She hasn't actually kind of claimed any of them. 1 more turn before I can jump into the water. All good with me. Because I'm not planning on conquering any time soon, I may be better off. I don't know why I sent my general down there. It's kind of, frankly, a useless move. But, oh, more gold. As I gain some of these resources, I'll walk you through why they're useful. Gold is one of these things that just stretches your your gold even further. It basically gives you a discount on what you can actually purchase, which is just phenomenal. Let's see if I can actually claim this. I'll head that way. And I'm already building a settler. Look at the fact that there is a settlement limit whenever you go over it. As you can see, it says you take away happiness from the settlement, but I'm going to build one and almost certainly purchase my second one immediately after.
Do nothing.
And then you can jump into the water. Can you? Yes, you can. And let's see if there's any goody huts north of me. Let's have a look. What do I want after all of this? Let's have a think. Extra kind of settlement limits, always good. I don't really have any kind of tropical terrain around me, so this is not the greatest of wonders. Going for some of the... Yeah, going for some of the more militaristic ones is tempting, but how about my merchants? I'm like too far away to start trading, so realistically, no real great option right now. Right, 4 turns now. Can I purchase the settler? Not yet. Can I just see what the settler costs is? 180. I'll get there in a few turns. I may as well start thinking about building some of these. Getting some of this in is going to be... Fate of All Nations, like I said, is my absolute favorite. I want to build here and place it next to it if I can. Actually, this spot is not necessarily a bad place. Allows me to move this population, expand towards the silver. And keep going. Now becomes a pearl resource. Where am I planning on settling? I think before we kind of decide this choice. Let me just get rid of this box. Oh. If I make my towns very packed, essentially, so this place is fantastic. If I settle exactly here, I have access to all of these resources. I have fresh water, which will give me 5 happy, which gives me some wonders that are locked. You know, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 resources. The pearl here is frankly only accessible if I settle around there to fill the gap, which I may well do. Right, so what's my other option? 33 gold, not worth it. What happened to my settler? I built a settler. I'm absolutely certain I built a settler that... Whatever happened to it? I don't understand. I did build a settler, didn't I? I don't know why I stopped building it. I must have completed it. I don't understand. This is too important. I need to get the settler done. Did I lose it? Did I delete it? I don't know what I've done. Half tempted to reload the game and basically figure out what on earth happened. Because I put in the production for that settler. I am owed a settler. I don't know what happened. I mean, 10... How am I make? 12. So it's 1 turn of production. Versus 4, almost 5 turns of happiness. I mean, the happiness is absolutely the better choice. It'll get my next celebration quicker, but... I'm feeling so sour about that settler. I'm actually going to misspend it. You're basically leaving free yields and kind of wasting it. So just don't do that. Settle as quickly as you can. Right, so we haven't talked about kind of these independent states. And you can see what I mean by yield. I can essentially befriend these guys. They are a gold, which you can see here. Civilization. It will boost my gold. Nobody's trying to get them. I mean, normally conquering these things is actually helpful, but I want the money. Irrigation, probably a good idea. Extra settlement limit. Hanging garden. I am not built. I will be. I am. I just started building. So 15% boost. Great idea. I will be settling. Actually, let's get the extra survey for now. I'm actually going to go for the extra gold, because it'll be worth it soon. More gold. Right, so we pretty much said this spot is perfect, so I will go. It's a bit far, so it's not actually going to build me a road to my capital, which is a shame. So the question is, do I want to settle first a bit closer? To claim that pearl resource that I decided to go for, I would have to settle here. Yeah, I'm going for it. And then I am going to spend my gold and purchase another straight away. And in fact, let's go for this spot with a further settler. Get him there. Yeah, so no goody huts up there. Another city-state. Nobody's befriending it. Ultra ones, particularly in the beginning, are immensely helpful. Once you befriend a kind of... If I go for this one, essentially I'll be competing for this spot. And it gives me access to dyes, pearl. I think, like, essentially my debate is whether I go one step closer, but then it'll share. And if I go inwards, I lose access to the pearl, which frankly wasn't that helpful of a resource. I should have gone for the gold. Not to worry. That's this one, and that's that one. They're all on their mission. Hopefully I'll get these 3 settlements very quickly. Let's see, who have we met? Himiko. No, I want to save my influence and befriend these other independent towns. So I'm not going to spend my influence right now. And save it as much as I can. It's unbelievable. That is a very aggressive settle. I've got 60 influence for that. I will allow me to immediately start befriending one of these guys. Frankly, it's given me the opportunity to conquer someone that was very arrogant to settle here. Not the right spot, sadly. Doesn't have access to the dye or the pearl. Just insane settlement, frankly. If I go for this one here, actually I may be better off going there. Access to the sill. Iron, yeah. You go here instead now. When you're next to hostile, yeah, you can see if I went there, I would be in range of their slinger. But I don't think they can shoot 2 spots, and this is rough terrain. So I might be okay. Unless they come and chase me down, I may be okay for now there. And you are essentially gonna get ready for war. Not much for they're too far. Yeah, they weren't too far. Not to worry, I can run away. I'm a bit fast. So what resource do I want? I will want the extra combat strength from this soon. So I'm going to go here. And after I get Gate of All Nations, I am going to start basically spamming out warriors. Not warriors. Military is kind of what I was looking for. Units to get ready for that first conquer. We've kind of almost revealed most of the continent at this point, so I will swap here. I will swap my bonuses around in a moment. There you go. That's a nice friendly state to go after next. I say friendly, not hostile for a change. Right, you can camp here. One thing I was wondering, the Great Steel, have I unlocked it? I haven't yet. So there is essentially this wonder out there that every time you build another wonder in that town, you get extra gold. I'm half tempted to see if I can build it before I finish Gate of All Nations to get it. Maybe it's... yeah, writing. So I am tempted to basically get Gate of All Nations to the point that it's fully built, almost, but then very quickly flip away. Extra... influence? Yes, please. Definitely. Can I spend that gold to get the monument soon? That'll give me more influence, so that would be a good use of my gold. I'm not going to get this goody hut. Shame. Who's down here? Napoleon. Nope, sorry. Saving my influence. Goodbye. Right. Sheep, or wool, is one of those excellent ones in the beginning. 2 extra production, 2 extra happiness. I am actually tempted to purchase some of this land. I really do want to get the monument and boost my influence, so let's do that first. I may regret it because that's a very aggressive settlement, as you can see, and I want to expand my borders away from them, but let's keep it for now. Right, we've got to save you. You've got to run away. I still get another one. 204 monument. Perfect. First codex, and you need to run away. Can I actually go there, or Is zone of control going to actually stop me? I mean, the problem is, wherever I go, I'm in reach of that slinger. Unless I literally backtrack. Which I don't want to do. It's almost certainly going to attack me. Slinger, swordsman, not great. Right, these resources, I'm not actually that familiar with them. These are brand new in version 1.2. So I want to work towards that goal. That's just going to, I mean, imagine 20% reduction in purchasing. So think about the settler that I purchased, the monument that I've just purchased, just how immensely powerful that would have been. So I am definitely going to work towards it and claim it as quickly as I can. My scout was attacked. Can I? Will you let me in? Yeah, I am going to have to run away quickly. Extra influence? Yes, please. Thank you. More gold. Yep. All good with all of that. Writing. No, that wasn't writing. Let's have a look. What else do I want next? Work towards extra settlement limit, given I've already reached mine. Have I? I think I've unlocked another one. Yeah, so I should be building another settler soon. There was gold here. If I settle in one of these two spots next to the river with fresh water, that would be a good spot. Access to more gold. And the fish. That's good. Independent being lured away. Oh, unbelievable. She spent extra influence as well to try and lure them away. And next turn, I'm going to have to use my extra influence to grab them. And Mina, you are really pushing my buttons today. I really wanted to go for that gold town instead, but I can't afford to. Merchant, not useful. If I head there and I get something to explore their town, I should be able to trade with Amina. Necessarily want to. Extra gold. I need the influence to be able to keep them on side. Oh dear. Unbelievable. She's really burnt all her influence on this town. Might not be able to keep it. Extra cotton. So yes, production and food. Dear oh dear, I'm constantly like, I mean, that was just giving you advice that I've totally ignored. Using all my movement in one go to uncover things I don't want to uncover. Will be more gold, silk, 10% extra culture. If I head in this direction, obviously I get to protect my borders, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Towards the gold, please. Yeah, need that. Just reveal everything in the area. I don't think I'm going to find any more goodie huts at this point. Am I going to be able to take these guys back? He's got 5 turns. I think the answer to that is no. By the time I have enough influence, he's got them. More culture. Right, so 1 turn away. Great steel. Let's see if I can put you down somewhere. I think if I put you down here, this will create a mega tile, probably for my library, which would be an excellent setup, I think. Right, let's keep these scouts alive for a bit longer. Or the map for me. Ah, there's another goodie hut. I think you can see now the open ocean, which I can't cross, even though I can see this. I can't actually grab it. So I'm really just going to reveal as much of the map as I can right now, and then the next celebration, which is 5 turns away, I'll swap my policies because I'm not going to need it anymore. Gain a population. Worth it. 3 turns. If I spend the influence, I don't think I'm going to be able to get these guys. I don't know how she managed to do that. Must have been like not paying attention really. Gold, thank you. Yeah. Build a library and a monument. I've purchased the monument, so this spot will be my library. I've got the influence, so yeah, 1 turn is not going to happen. Unbelievable. And Napoleon's going after these guys. I'm not going to get any culture city-state. Incredible. It was a misplay by me. Towards wonders. Yeah, why not? Extra 10% production. Right. These scouts are about to... There's a few things there still for me to explore, so I'll do that. Well, I'm just going to go back and reveal the rest of this continent, frankly, at this point. Right, I've got 155. Am I going to go... Yeah. I really need a cultural city-state, so I'm going to go for them. Protect my borders. You can see I was too late. They grabbed this. Very cheeky. more towards wonder construction. Right, you can go. Extra influence, extra production towards training infantry and range units. I'm going to need that in a moment as I go after Amina, who has been incredibly annoying so far. When can I purchase my library? I really need to... Yeah, I can do that now. 4 extra science. Top of 17, that's 25% boost. Phenomenal. Extra 67 gold. Extra codex. Yes, please. Need all of that. Oh, there was a flood that just absolutely destroyed. Yep, I want this scientific city-state next, so the influence is going to be huge now. Let's just reveal this corner of the map. What do I want to use this scout for? Frankly, nothing at this point. I mean, there's a few unexplored areas here, so I'll head in that direction, but it's not hugely useful. I mean, Oppone, which will be my friend in turns, is going to reveal a bit of the map. But I want to go for the scientific state next for sure. Did you really attack me? Wow. Okay, just in time as well. I mean, I've got 3 turns on this. Where's her? I can see why she's after me. Can I get you here? Yeah. I'll purchase an archer. Don't really want to spend my gold like that, but... And I want the influence still. More codices will help me boost my science. Yeah, I've purchased. Thank you. Quite aggressive move from her. Can you get... Yeah, you can. You see, if as long as your general is essentially your commander, is in range of whatever combat is happening, they will gain experience, which could actually be proving quite helpful. But I actually need to hurry up. Right, 5 extra gold, no. Gemstone, yes, I'm aware. Can I actually purchase another one? No, I don't have the gold. So to get another archer, it's 130, so it's 2 turns. I'm going to have to try very hard to survive another 2 turns to keep that town. Dear oh dear. I have no defense left. Great steel, good. You join here. I am surrounded. I'm going to lose this town. I don't know how she snuck up on me like that. Twice. Can I purchase anything that would delay this? And the answer to that is no. Didn't mean to click that button, excuse me. Let's do a bit of a reveal. Nothing really in the vicinity. I am going to lose this archer. I've got no wall. 3 attacking units, 4 attacking unit.
No man is foolish.
Right. These 2 came in the nick of time. So, let's start promoting this command. Purchase yet another archer. I'm going to be purchasing 2 here. That's first one. I am going to start absolutely blasting them out. 45, build temporary fortifications. I don't know if you're going to survive, if I'm honest, if you stay in here. 54 health. I'm going to heal 20. I think I might be okay. I mean, with all the archers that are going to be... I'm going to be spamming soon. And this settler that's just about... Dear, oh dear. They're literally not surviving. I'm going to have to buy a swordsman instead. It's going to have a Magi 25 versus 20. Should be able to at least survive. So I'll get one now. And just keep building. Remember how I said we're in for an easy game? Yeah, that's not true at all, is it? I've got 2 war weariness in my favor, so she should be weaker. But she's not playing like she's much weaker. Let's get this science state, city-state. I've tried to get a cultural one, haven't I? I said I am. 2 turns, so that will give me a bit of a boost. The science one will give me a bit of a boost. Excellent. I actually survived for a change. Can I purchase... I am potentially going to have to load you up. I really don't want to do. 20% gold towards purchasing units. Yes, please. More archer. You can heal for a bit, and head down and actually explore this, please, for me. So the purchase, can I get another Magi? I can, and an archer. I think another Magi to actually hold the town. That's going to be necessary, sadly, and it's actually held. It's a bit of a change. So you fortify, that will give me extra defensive strength. For gold, this is going to be helpful. What are these resources? Extra 5% production towards all wonders. Need to get back to wonder production soon, so yes please. Extra influence, see if we can make any more friends. Do is spying. Oh wow, with all of these friends, all of the good ones are gone. Bit of a shame. I've got 2 archers now. Can I afford to go back to wonder production? I think the answer to this is I have to. You keep healing. I'm deliberately going to wait here, so I'm not in range of their slinger. Can I actually befriend any more city-states? I think this is the no, that's a no. That's a yes. So once I get to another 115, I'll go after Tyr, which is literally next turn. And then that's all the city-states I can get. So I'm going to have to figure out something more useful for my influence at that point. Okay, how am I? I am not doing well. I'm loading you up. Can I purchase anything in here? Nope. That archer should be dead next turn. Got tactic, public life for Oracle, and then entertainment, yes. And then I think we want to capture 1, 2 city. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 slingers and this, and 5. I think I have to buy yet. Oh dear. With the fortification, under might be okay. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna see if you need to escape to survive. You might need to escape as well. Although in range of this unit is not a great idea. I think if you're hit, you're not going to survive. Yeah, there's nothing for this one to do anymore. So you heal up and frankly disappear. Can I buy one again? Yep, another Magi. Can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah, he has to attack. Gotta weaken their resources, basically. After my scout. Who's attacking my scout? They are. Right, now I have a bit of a fighting chance, finally. If I move here, is that going to use up my entire movement? I think it will. Right, you die, you get injured. You will both heal up for now. And let's go after you. Hang on, can I speed this up? I've got them. That's probably like 5 turns. Nobody's trying to catch them. I'm gonna use my influence here, and then for the rest of it, right, I think they're going to be on the back foot in a moment now. You can now heal up. Their town. So, like, I'm actually tempted to leave this tiny town and instead conquer these 2, because with my army here, this will be a relatively easy conquest, and it's the bigger settlement, so it's the higher prize. Did I just lose? I didn't lose, I was just attacked. Right, command, give me combat strength from my range units, please. You're in range. You're in range. Oh, hang on. You can die. You can die. Can I reach it? Yes, I can. Thank you. 86. The attack. Worth it. 4 hanging guard is 3 turns away. I should be okay. Thing is, there's nothing for me to pillage, which is... Oh, there is. There you go. I can't pillage with scouts. That's a problem. Let's be cheeky and heal in their territory. Never mind. That didn't work. No. And let's clean up. Perfect. Right. Time to get a couple of the Egyptian civics. So you have this concept of a unique district for every civilization. And this gives me extra gold. I need extra gold to basically go and get these 2 towns and sort myself out after this unexpected attack. So that is exactly the plan. Right, you guys need to start healing up, please. You can come and help defend. I don't need you anymore, do I? I mean, I may as well reveal kind of the corners of the map, but frankly, you've largely served your purpose. And we'll go after these 2 towns sharpish. I've got the limit. technology. I'm only going to get this bonus twice. Once for this town, once for the gold town. Is it worth it? Extra 3 gold. Sorry, 3 science versus 31, an extra 10. Yes. Right, so... gives me 3 walls. Why not? You're largely here, so I am actually going to advance. And start attacking now and chipping away at them. And conquering their town. Is that fully built? In progress. So... that would be a nice conquest, thank you. And thank you very much. You're healed up. There's nothing really left to the map here, but may as well.
The river... Ship.
Right, let's talk a little bit about kind of my... So you can see I'm doing okay on culture. I've got 3 wonders. There's 1 under construction. I'm probably going to get a second one there with Petra, so I'm going to be up to 5 fairly quickly. With military, I've already got 3 settlements. 2 will give me 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So I'm doing well. Economics, not too well. Science, not too bad. But to get this science victory, you basically need to get some of these codices. And the best, you have to have the place to actually host them. Having mathematics, to actually be able to place them inside the academy, extremely useful. So working towards that would be very helpful, and then go back and get some of these codices in essence. So that is a plan there. Unlocking my unique district, definitely the plan here, like we already discussed. That archer is just being annoying. I'm not going to worry about that. I think we can get this turn, but let's soften it a bit. Can I... if I move here, I think I lose all movement, but I can empty this archer here. Now I'm just purely attacking the spearmen. Do I want to do that? That's a very costly move for some reason. I am going to. Let's move you. You come out. One that's fully healed can attack. Another one can attack. And then next turn we will get this. Right. City-state. Extra 5% gold. Extra 7. Extra trade range may be more helpful compared to just an extra 7 gold. That's not worth very much. So this will give me plus 5 trade route range for every city-state you're a suzerain of, which is, if you remember, 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th, I think. Yeah. So that's extra 20. That will allow me to basically trade with anyone and fill up my coffers on resources, which I frankly need to, given how far we were on the economy side. So yes, please. And then let's just clear up this mess. Take it. No. Can you weaken him? Yes. And then you take it and be protected from the archer. That's the plan. Done. Resources. Mangoes are only a city resource. You can see that they are a little bit different. That means I am going to have to move some of these around. Not a problem. I'd rather have the resource. I do need the camel, as you can see now, so I'm going to have to work towards that next. The extra gold I'm going to have to start spending, but I think first regroup, heal up, go and get my second town, then peace out. I think that's the better plan right now. You can jump in, and we're going to have to think around what I want to do with this influence. It may be worthwhile trading with some of my more friendly individuals. Anything that will boost my science, my culture. Yes, all good. You can hide, you can hide. You can hide and heal up. I think that one cost me, yeah. So, in range of my commander, that's good, because it will give them extra combat strength. Am I tempted to kill it this turn? Yes, I am. Problem solved. Let's work towards the salt production, towards unit production. So Himiko, can you give me anything useful? Probably not. Improve trade relations or steal technology, which I am going to be very tempted to do momentarily. Right, so with the extra trade length, I should be trading. I imagine some of these towns are now in range, and this is probably gold well spent. So I am going to purchase a merchant, see how far it can get me. Get the extra culture. Why not? Camel, yes please. Influence, sure. Extra settlement limit. I'm very close to my end once I conquer this town, so I want to heal this guy up. Let's get all of these in. Liu. I'm assuming, oh, his current one is, no, not 45. I'm assuming it's healed. Right, extra production towards wonders. I am falling behind in culture, I'm conscious of that, but getting these done quicker is actually helpful. Extra gold, good. Extra production towards wonders, yes. I think I need the culture now to start playing catch up there. I'm just behind. Otherwise, I won't be able to complete the cultural tree, which I definitely want to do. And with the influence, I get the option of essentially stealing from others. Himiko, who's got the highest science and highest culture, and in fact, I'm not that friendly with her, is frankly a great target. So, yes, please. The archer in range, and yeah, you can see now with the extra range, I am definitely gonna go for anything that gives me, I mean, this is a yes. 2 cotton, goodness me, like we're going for all of these, but I think for now what I need to do is get my camels and go after them next. This kind of revolution is over here. I will change this to a city, and actually start building wonders there as well. Perfect. In water as well, I mean, who's going to complain? So I can't even fire back. I can't believe it's healing in place. Thank you very much for the free kill. Extra economic points. Haven't spent any yet. And yeah, let's start kind of getting some of these cheaper civics. Is there anything specific I want from here? There are some wonders that are quite hard to get. So Monk's Mound, phenomenal. Angkor Wat, phenomenal. Lhasa is phenomenal. So going towards these may be actually quite helpful. I am going to go for Angkor Wat and Monk's Mound. So that's the plan. I don't even see any units. I don't know why you complain. For gold, thank you.
There are to be seen.
Versus build. Do I want to build anything else? I definitely want my unique district. Getting in the lighthouse and market is a good idea because it will allow me to place more resources. That's an extra 7 gold as well. Allow me to move my population. All goodness, frankly. I've already got the salt. Apparently, keep pushing our borders. Right. Are you largely healed up? Yes, you are. No, I don't want that town. That's only 2 population versus 5, so no thanks. Right, I did say I want to convert them. 168. Good use of my gold. Get my unique district in. Queen all of this. Worth it. Clear them up. Did I mean to purchase? I really didn't mean to purchase. And then can I get Petra, which they were building earlier, over here? I don't understand why the movement is so limited. Rough terrain everywhere. Okay. So if I start unloading, at least you guys can get in. Make room for all these goodies, thank you. I need the gold in here, but the production, yes please. And we definitely need more merchants, please. Is there any other camels? Yes. If I move it around for a second, I can get my archer out and this. Maybe kill this commander between these 2 archers. Definitely promote, because if I can promote, I can actually get commendation points if you complete any one of these trees. And one of them, order, gives me 5 extra combat strength. So thank you very much. It's going to be able to almost. You can start attacking. Why not? Start weakening and softening this town. I should be purchasing another settler to go and grab this gold, so I will do exactly that the second I can. If I purchase fishing key, I'll be able to build my unique district here, which is probably the better option. So I am going to do just that. And I think there's any interesting wonder right now. I'll go for the production ones like the blacksmith and the barracks next, but this all feels very good. Grab my salt. 2 Egyptian nobles argue about which strange food deserves salt the most. One is desperate to improve his stores of hyena meat. The other believes there are tastes to be unlocked in a bitter fruit from a tree in her garden. Let's see what's there. Temporarily, actually, I don't know if it's actually going to give me anything. +1 production on warehouse buildings. I don't think it's going to help me that much, but sure. If there's extra production at hand, I'm good with that. Yeah, move around. And I'm ready to make peace. Oh, I really thought I was going to take it this turn. Mausoleum. Mina's doing a bit too well, if I'm honest. Can get rid of this commander. And I think we can just walk in. Milestone complete. Thank you very much. Keep settlement. Extra fish. Right. I don't want to take Amina out. This will advance the age quite a bit and will actually prevent me from completing it. So I'm going to propose peace. She can keep her town, which is very annoying. Oh, there was a town somewhere apparently. Chloe. I should have actually gone and conquered this one then. Right, can I afford a settler yet? No. You guys can heal up. And, am I gonna go around conquering any more towns? How are we doing on military? So, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? Got 1 in the bag. How many are still available? None in the scientific tree. There's 1. There's only 2. I think I've got all from the Egyptian civics, so I can only build 2 more without going over. So actually conquering 1 more town makes sense. How about given its location? Very annoying. Of course, the alternative is go and get Himiko's 2 wonders. So I think, frankly, that's a plan. Thank you.
After the assembly.
Didn't realize that needed repairing. Right, so it's time to probably start thinking about doing something useful with my gold. Actually purchasing buildings in all my towns. I don't know like why I haven't done that yet. So you need to head there, heal up there. Then we'll go and capture her capital and the 2 wonders that are there. And then that will get me pretty far. I get this wild game? I think I can. 1, 2, 3 is in range, so keep expanding that way. Now let's go and grab all of these codices. And the codices are useful because it gives me extra science, so if I go after them deliberately, it will help me get the rest. More camels, yes please. I don't need gold in my capital, but the food is absolutely welcome to help it grow a bit faster and plump. I'm going to get more trade routes, so that's going to give me more gold in the long run. It's a good plan. Can I upgrade any of them? No. So I think I have to use my science to actually try and see where is my next military upgrade. Where is it? Is iron working for my Medja? That's interesting. I actually would rather get damage from a distance. I'm not sure where that is. Production, chariots and ballista, flank. I don't know where to upgrade my... How do I get to level 3? I mean, I may as well go after the masteries, so I can get these codices. So this one will give me extra movement size. No, not useful. Extra combat strength for infantry units, probably useful. And extra production of military buildings. Let's get these codices 4 turns. I mean, this one will give me more food, so why not? Get the academy and the extra production. Pyramid of the Sun. 2 culture on quarters in this settlement. Yes. I mean, I'm not going to be able to see this spot, am I? Can I get here in any reasonable amount of time? Not really, but go for it. Petra's done. Can I get the pyramids? Yes, I can. And the oracle. The oracle is very useful. The pyramid is very useful. I'm going to go for both. Really. Right now, though, it's an unhappy settlement with -8. Is there any happiness of a no? 7 science. Do I not even have a library? I must have a library. I don't seem to have the option to build it. Tell you what, I'm going to build the pyramid. Then I'm going to decide if I want to spend my gold on... I mean, I do. Kind of decided it for me. Let's get these in. It's too good. Power through the science tree a bit quicker. Done. How am I doing on my legacy paths? So, I need a lot more codices. I need 10 in total. I'm at 5. So, keep researching them. Have I got space for them? I think the answer is yeah. This will get me 2. This will be my 3rd or 5. I did want a town here. Can I afford... Yes, let's get that settler. He's unfriendly now. I'm good with that. I want me to attack her soon. Let's have a look. My great works. I've got room for all 10. I don't really need to worry about building anymore. Where's to go? Oh, they are going to settle. Amina is incredibly annoying. Right. I can definitely go back to war to Amina. Grab these 2 towns. Maybe grab this space in here. Spot. Kind of gives me 3... 1, 2, 3, 4 resources. Sure. I should be going for... Oh, she hasn't actually gone for it. That is surprising. Right, if I settle here, where do I want to settle? I think there, despite being off fresh water, is probably my best choice. I'm probably better off rejecting it, so I can actually ruin our relationship, and it's a very cheap way of continuing to make it worse. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I've expanded it. Yeah, that's City Hall, so that's as far as it goes here. Keep getting these codices. Every little helps. I do have another city, so it's actually less useful here because, yeah, swap it. It's 10% culture. So it goes off how much culture I already have. It's worth more in my capital than anywhere else. And I should be spending my gold on all of this, but what I'm going to do is keep getting more merchant. And gold gets more gold. That's another merchant. I still has my... Right, so I am very close to being hostile. I think it's minus 50 to be hostile. And I get to settle before her. Fantastic. And I get gold. I can't complain about any of that. Pyramids, thank you. I mean, these are great spots for putting something here. So I'm actually better off buying this than putting the lander. I thought I would be able to build here. I'm going to have to go all the way around. That is ridiculous. Oh, it's probably because I can't build it there. That was my fault. I'm going to put them on lookout, really. Kind of done with them. Right, so there was some phenomenal trades out there. I'm not going to trade with her. It's not going to be useful. Arn, extra cotton might be closer. The cotton's closer. Let's go for that. Am I still decreasing? I'm not. I'm going to have to do something to worsen it. So next turn I will denounce, or let me get my archer into place and then I will denounce and then I'm ready to attack. So we'll do that.
Blood flow.
I think I've got, yep, 7 wonders, some more conquests, science as well as its way. I need more trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I conquer her capital, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Realistically, I'm going to be able to get there. So I'm mainly behind on military at this point. So I am going to have to risk it and actually build some more settlements to basically grab all of the resources. But the best thing that I can do is grab the existing resources within my own border. If I'm not working it, it doesn't count. So we're going to do that. I think that's out of range. 1, 2, anyway, it's the wrong kind of resource. These aren't. Queuing up a few things here, and then I should probably get a few settlers out. Have I got room? I have room. I think it was the new settlement that I just put down. I want to grow out is this one, so more gold there is a good thing. Right, I think it's time, Amina. Is it Amina? Excuse me. Denounce. Let's see, what do we need to do? What else do I want to grab from here? I think more codices is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm going to try and get these, although realistically going for future tech, that will count towards the next. They're the wrong types of resources, I just realized. That was a waste. Extra 5% towards wonders though. Perfect. I can attack now. Fantastic. Now, there's room to build Colossus in my capital, so I'll go for that. Then I want to go for commerce. Try and get the mound. Culture, anything that will give me extra culture right now is worth. Get rid of influence, I don't need it. Give myself biggest chance of essentially just completing the tree. Right. Thank you very much, Himiko. Let her settle. I think the answer to that is probably yes. Better chance of... I'm better off taking out her army commander. Goodbye, army commander. Thank you. I mean, giving me multiple opportunities to go after the settler. I mean, if she settles here, that will ruin things for me, so short answer is goodbye. 2, 3, I can get to the gypsum. Before I do that, how are we on resources? So how many have I already got? 2, 3, 4. My trader's going to get me 2 more. Like, I'm okay. I can just pick whatever I want, whatever's worth most to me. Sure, yes. Influence once again. Why not? Building Nalanda. Empire. I am 4 turns away. Do I want to try and rush it somehow? Blacksmith, I don't think it's going to really help if I'm honest, but it's taking a turn off. Worth it. Right, let's get some of this in. 2 food, 2 production. What can I give up? Fish can go. Gold can definitely go. And then if I can get this in here somewhere. Production to the capital, 4 to any other town. You can come up. Beat this up. Excellent. And then I think I'm pretty much nearly there on economic. Yeah, 2 more. Per Himiko's capital, and then I've got it. Right, it's done. Economic on the way. Military, I get 2 more points. I need to do 2 more settlements. Or back to war and grab Saba. I think that's the better option. Or keep going and capture Mahindra Arvata right after Himiko's capital. That is the better option. Done. That's a good plan. I know what we're doing. And I don't need you anymore. Goodbye. In my imagination, or is there a... Yeah, there's a spearman there. Hiding inside the jungle. What have I got for my... I think logistics is probably a good idea. Maneuver is also a good idea. Leadership is a good idea. If I'm not going to be able to complete a tree, leadership 5% yield on the settlements that I'm stationed in could actually be helpful. Sticks. Very useful for... I'm going to come in here, protect my commander. You can attack the city from... You spent all her influence on supporting her war. That is unexpected. I have another point. I don't think it does. Yes, it does. 2 extra units. Moves faster. Fantastic. Thank you. And you can heal up. I kill that spearman. Yes, I want to kill that one as well, so I'm gonna swap. I can plunder this trader, but it puts me in range of this archer, which I don't... I mean, I'm already in range anyway. It's my trader. Yeah, never mind, I can't plunder. Get this spearman. Have I got any more packed units? No, I don't. Hulls. Very welcome. I mean, given this is the one that's actually still building wonders, it's time to actually boost its production a bit, so... Economic completed, 77%. I think time to just clean up all these masteries, focus on my military conquest down here, and that will complete a very nice victory for me.
If you
That's Nalanda. Losses, yes please. Where do I want it? I mean, this is a great spot. This for the future. We'll boost this, which is next to a resource. Although here is a great spot, and then I can build some water thing there. No, never mind. Here is good. Iron Wars masteries. Angkor Wat. I haven't actually checked if I can build Angkor Wat in my capital. Probably should have checked that first. Purple, you get in. Time to spend my gold. I've been doing very little with it. I want to build more traders, yes. But I want to get some of these in. Timeless buildings essentially survive the age. So get these in. They're always worth it. They're basically there for the long run. Soap pit. I should have built that ages ago. That's just a misplay on my part. Not sure what I want. I want happiness building. So actually, I am going to spend some money on happiness building. 6 gold. Yes. And another 6. Yes. Almost makes this town happy. Allows me to move this. Is there anything that will make me happy? This is a great one. Another one. That's happy. Done. Resource assignments. Nothing. I haven't really made it easy for myself to conquer, have I? Just don't have enough military and they're not really upgraded. So can I move here without losing movement? I think the answer is yes. So you can actually attack. I don't want to land you. Fortify. I need to... spend, yeah, just keep supporting myself in this war as much as I can. That's 1 district conquered. I want to keep going. I think the answer to that is maybe not. I think you need to heal up. You probably can't survive a hit from an unknown spot.
he heard.
Who attacked my archer? I know where it's out of range. Shows that. Don't really want to do this, but I think I've got to at this point. It's clearly more things hidden in there.
The truth.
Barely surviving. Not great. You two can heal. In fact, I think all 3 of you need to heal now. I might have to move you back. Attack. You here. Attack. Extra 5 healing. Yes, I definitely need that. For gold. good use of my influence? Probably not. The way she's supporting herself, I actually need the influence. The science tree is nearly done. I still need to get entertainment for sure. And Mounder's next turn.
I count the
Got
grains
attacked
of
from
sand.
where?
The dog.
The archer. Yeah, there's so much things hiding in there. I want to ally myself. Sure. Need the extra Angkor Wat, Monk's Mount. All resources I'd love that in the capital. So Angkor Wat, extra special limit in this settlement. Let's just see what can I actually build of any of these in here. Just Colossus. So you're both down there. Right. You could go anywhere, and you seemingly could go anywhere as well. So I think let's put you here.
He
Right.
doth bestride the narrow.
Comic, extra 20 gold. I mean 15% towards all purchases. I'm definitely gonna go for that. Right, what can I build that's useful in here? Thank you. Right, bear in mind, I still need another conquer to get the last one. Keep this settlement. It's giving me military, one free war support on all my wars. Yes. I might actually lose a unit for that. No, I survived it somehow. I don't know how. She's offering me the city that I wanted to conquer next, but I would rather take the one with the wonders. 3 of them. Did I just give her back that city? Excuse me. So, she's offering me peace and giving me the town that I wanted to conquer, which is, frankly, not a bad option for me. I'm just conscious that when I do that, closing this will result in the proposed peace deal being rejected. I really don't want to reject it. I want to explore. I think the main thing that I'm sort of keeping in the back of my mind is the fact that it will advance my age progression, and I actually want to try and build those last 2 wonders. So I actually need the extra time, and I'd rather conquer. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I am deliberately going to be really focused on culture now. Yeah, so I think I can basically complete the civic tree. I don't think there's really anything useful, and I'm actually better off. So I want to give myself a chance of essentially completing these wonders. So that's essentially why I rejected that. I've got war support in my favor, so it's okay for me to extrapolate this a bit longer and stretch this for as far as it will go. But what I was about to say is I'm actually better off researching future civics. I don't think there's anything useful in any of these. I mean, Emil Bell might be a useful wonder. Mundo Perdido, I think I just conquered. Sanchi Subta, I'm actually not. I mean, I may as well get that one. So let's see if I can actually get some of these ones. But I don't know if I'm going to actually get the chance now, because I'm just conscious that my future tech will start to advance the age progress quite a bit. So I'm going to have to be very careful about making sure that I conquer Himiko's other town at the right time. And let's try and get this additional. What I can do is, with the promotions that I now have, I can actually load up my army commander surprisingly quickly from a distance. So what I am going to do is actually purchase a few archers. I'm going to direct towards loading. And in all my towns, I'm going to start spending my gold. I should have done this way earlier. You get really good return on your investment, frankly, when you build these things, because essentially the production translates into more gold. I've just really just denied myself some gold early on in the game. So I'm going to go around and do that. And as you can see, it helps expand your borders quite a bit, so let's do that. You need a bit of happiness for it. Fishing key, absolute.
All beings who are plunged in an
Excellent. Right, let's try and get Colosseum. I'd love Colosseum as well. So, right, let's plan this. I have 5 turns before I complete future tech. When I do, it will advance the age considerably. I am at best going to be able to complete this research 3 times and potentially as little as just the one. So I am essentially planning accordingly and trying my best to basically pick which one of these wonders can I potentially sneak in before this age is over. That's basically what it boils down to. Right, can you join in time, hopefully? I'm genuinely surprised I don't seem to be able to upgrade these, but okay. You're still healing, fine, heal a bit longer. Is it because I'm not setting him to heal? It's not healing so quickly. For Civic, 4 turns. Right, what can I do with all of this now? 2 turns here. What else can I build there? Monk's Mound we said we want. Sanchi Supta would have been lovely. Colosseum would be lovely. So if I can convert this to another town, I don't think there's anything else that I really wanted to change into a city, so I think I've kind of picked the best. You should be nearly healed up. By next turn you will be, and these will start to arrive, so should be a fairly quick conquest, excuse me.
And here...
Beautiful. Specialists are wonderful, wonderful things. I will take the time to explain this a bit later. Right, this is probably another good spot, so I will build a Colosseum in here, a high value district there. This town, you can grab the city center, yes. I mean, I can conquer it right now. I am not. So I am going to stop right there. Make sure I build as many more wonders before I complete this. Frankly, I'm going to see if I can push this all the way through to 100 before I go for it. Although I have to watch out for the fact that Napoleon could come along and steal that town from me. So 3 turns. I mean, let's see how March advances the age. That's 100%. That's 91. That will probably get me past 95. Just couldn't be helped. It's either me taking them or Napoleon sneaking in and taking it from me. So I think I chose appropriately there. Right. Over the settlement limit, my happiness is going to be taking a bit of a penalty now. That got me to 95%. I will get another civic, and then that will probably be game over. Say game over, as in age over. What can I do with these? I just want to spend my money. You can't actually take that much across into each age, so you're absolutely better off spending your gold than losing it. That'd be kind of my suggestion. I do want to get these mangoes. I think there's nothing left in here to build. Nor here. This one. Nor here, apparently. Oh, growing town. Right, other than these, can I convert it? Is it worth it? I think the answer to that is yes. If I convert it, what can I build? I can try and get one more wonder in here. Get myself my unique district. Worth lighthouse. I'll try and purchase that. And then get in... a meal bell. Right on. 4 turns. I might be okay. I think this might get me to 100%, but we'll see. No, it hasn't. I'm totally okay with that. That's a good outcome. I'm going to be able to get a few more. These are all out of range, yeah, because she's settled poorly. Oh, 99%. Never mind. Right, it will get me the Colosseum next turn. That will get me to 100, and then, frankly, I'm done. Good age. Let's see what's going to happen next. I've got a couple of attribute points that I need. So, next, I'm planning ahead, essentially, for the next age. I'm going to have one more culture. Actually, the culture and diplomacy I can always spend. Science, I will have 1 + 2 for a gold. Military, I can get down to... get 2 + 1 more probably for expansionist. What do I have for expansionist? Anything useful? There is 1. Here is another. And that's the end of the age. Can I... I want to steal one more town. I can't even have... can't take another one. Looks like... my imagination, or did they burn Razor City? May well have. Right, 2 turns. Any chance I can get something useful in here? There's just way too much left on this. So I can purchase a couple of buildings. Planning ahead. Getting the science building is useful, and I think I've got, I mean, you can see I've got library and academy. Got library and academy. I'm missing an academy in here. I think I'm going to go for it. I'll explain why momentarily. So that's one. And I'm trying to put it on the same place as the library, but I'm not going to be able to. Putting it here, move the population. Actually, put the population in the city center. I'm good with that. Right. Do I have... No. I was hoping to be able to... I can purchase the market. Extra 7 gold. Not useful. This will finish. Is there anything that I want to build? Brickyard. Yes. Pit. Yes. That's worth it. Move population. Can I think this is too far. 1, 2. No, it's not. That's mine. Right. I'll hit end turn now. And let's talk about the end. So the Antiquity age has come to an end. And we now get to pick our next civilization, which I really do hope. I've got the Abbasids being Egyptian, and I can work my way north as intended. So, we have completed all of our legacy paths. We get these as rewards, and we will do something with that part of this episode. I don't want to transition to the next stage. I want to change my... I want to... Am I mistaken? I can change mementos. Yes, I can. So, Abbasids, hang on. Change mementos. So, I kind of skipped over all of these attributes and mementos earlier in the game, and it's probably worthwhile taking a second to appreciate them. So, throughout these, I've been... And it helps me basically kind of decide extra bonuses for my leader. Starting off with the extra culture and the extra science point, absolutely useful. However, I know that when we go into the exploration age, going wide and going after new lands is absolutely useful. And frankly, I'm going to clean up. I don't need the extra culture and science anymore, so I am going to swap them for, if I can find it actually. Oh yeah, +1 settlement limit per age. And given we're going to be in exploration age, which is the second age, I get 2 extra settlement limits. This is excellent. Now, I also know that having extra economy and expansionist points are actually going to be quite useful. So I'm sort of torn between the two. There's probably other things in here that are useful, but I haven't really played with them that much. So I am very tempted to just go for the extra economic point for now. Now, the Abbasids themselves, they are a hugely kind of SimCity style civilization. You get extra science, extra culture, extra happiness. I mean, what more could somebody want? Extra gold whenever I'm using extra pop and production. I mean, it's just all fantastic. So I am going to be using the Abbasids for the next stage. And what I'm going to do is probably call it an end here.
Bahamut rumbles and sways
and hope to hear from you in the comments down below. I think let me know if you enjoyed this particular recording. Like I said, I'm committed to this game, and certainly your feedback will help me tweak at least the medium of this. So speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.